I think we're live now. Okay, now we are.
The stream is totally live now.
Yes.
Awesome. So, hi guys. I am Stephen Landry. I am the author of sci-fi lit RPG Stardivers. It is currently a 4-book series with one standalone called Mira's Song. I've also written the standalone Pop Smoke. I'm also the co-author of the Temple of the Storm series with Robbie Below, co-author of the Harem series Vampire Sorcerer with Alex Etzios, and the co-author of Station Company Corps with Jeffrey Falcon Loke. Since 2019, I've actually written a total of 14 books. And I am joined here with my partner in crime, Tori, aka Graham Moon.
Hi.
And I am here to talk all the things. Quack, quack. She's right. It really does feel like you're talking to yourself.
It really does.
So let's see where to begin. I made a few notes here. Let's see.
What made you want to become an author?
What made me want to become an author? Okay. I've actually been writing since I was in middle school. I wrote my first novel called Avalon when I was 11 or 12. And it was Gundam Wing meets Dragon Ball Z. I've always had a huge thing for anime, obviously. Transformers, G.I. Joe. I'm a huge... I grew up as a Star Wars kid. I grew up reading Lord of the Rings. I'm not much of a public speaker.
That's okay.
One of the big reasons I wanted to do this takeover was to really thank the community and just everything that the lit RPG community has done for me personally. All the authors, especially Jez, Kev, Grayson, Rose, they've all gotten me through some really, really tough times. Dawn as well. Dimmy. There are so many people in this community that have helped hold us together and hold me together, especially since 2020. Back in 2020, I went through... back in 2020, I lost my job and decided then and there to take on going full-time. And I was a full-time writer from 2020 to about...
Now.
Well, 2022. I do a lot of graphic design and stuff as well now.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. Sorry for the awkward pauses. What do you want to talk about? Maybe we should talk about Total Protectors.
Okay.
Okay,
what?
So announcing it here right now, a new Stardivers book is coming next year. Yes. A brand new series set in the same universe called Total Protectors. It is going to be written by myself and Graham Moon. It is based off of a
short story that I wrote for Rise and Rescue anthology.
And Rise and Rescue was an anthology that I did back in 2020. We did it to raise funds for Wires. It was a good project, good success. My favorite series as a reader that doesn't get enough love.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with Trinity of the Hive by Grayson Sinclair. I absolutely love that series.
Yeah.
The way it combines like fantasy and post-apocalyptic is just chef's kiss. What projects am I currently working on? Well, that is a fun question. I've got a lot that I'm working on.
Yeah.
Let's see. Besides the new Stardivers, we have Dungeon Valkyrie, which is going to be a brand new serial that I will be posting on Royal Road starting in November. I also have Station Company Core 3 that I'm working on with Jeffrey. It's going to be the third book in the trilogy, and all I can say is that it is completely off the rails. It's sci-fi, it's dungeon core, it's scary, but it's also got like Borderlands type humor, a lot of video game humor in it. It's been a really fun project to work on. Both Jeffrey and I have done a lot of research.
Yeah.
Going into like how the station would function, how the AI would function. The books have a lot of endemic life forms that are not just animals, but hostile plants that will try and eat you. And there's like we have tried to make the planets in the book as realistic as possible, but also scary at the same time. Of course, I'll make you a character. I don't know if I can put Britney Spears lyrics in a book, but it is worth a try. The Quackpocalypse. You gotta talk to TJ about that one. Yes, book 2 of Station Company Core, Monster Hunter Freelancers. The ebook is already out. The audiobook will be out this Halloween. It's so good. So back when we did the first book, and I found out that Jessica Threet was going to be our narrator, I promised myself that I would write a song for her to sing.
Yeah. That was fun. Because when he was writing it, he had me come in the room with him, and we had to sing it out together to make sure that it worked as a sea shanty, space sea shanty, and it was awesome.
So Jessica Threet sings a space shanty in Station Company Core, Detain and Extract, Monster Hunters, Freelancers, coming out this Halloween. And it is so good.
Yeah, she does an amazing job with that. I am really proud of that. We did not record it because I can't sing.
Actually, I did. I recorded it and sent it over to her, so that's how she got.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She wasn't supposed to know that, guys.
Oh God, I am so sorry. I can't sing. I feel bad for her eardrums now.
The raw EP version. Yeah, I think we might be able to make that happen at some point. We'll see. put it on Spotify, make it climb the charts to #1.
Oh God.
Add some guitar tracks around it.
Yeah.
I'm not on TikTok, but maybe we'll
probably upload it to
maybe
mine.
we'll do a TikTok on it later. That'd be fun to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jessica 3 has been an absolute delight, like treat to work with. And then the third book is going to have even more. I cannot wait.
I know.
It's like if Warhammer 40K was a musical.
Oh wow! Yay! Lots of singing sessions. Please don't record.
we will be recording all of it.
Oh God. Okay.
All of it. Send it to Stats on Stats TikTok. There you go.
Oh, yay.
I guess we'll release the raw version sometime after Halloween on Stats on Stats.
Okay.
As long as everybody sends Richie feet pictures. Let's see. They needed 20 to get Matt Dinneman, so
let's do at least 40 for us because like I swear y'all don't want to hear me sing.
Send Richie 40 feet pictures and you will hear us singing space shanties on Stats on Stats.
So yeah, the new Star Drivers is a collaboration between me and Steven. I generally write like I've been working on romance novels. Have not published any yet, but I decided to take on this project with him because I wanted to help fuel the inspiration, and I feel like he inspires me so much every single day. And I felt like this was just another way for us to connect on a serious level.
Hi, Facebook user.
So like I forgot what I was saying now. I'm sorry.
Tell them about the character Tully.
So Tully is a character who lived in the Los Angeles area in the real world, and she had a lot of
new Hollywood economic zone.
Yeah. She had a lot of tragic things happen to her, and she persevered and established her own life. And one day it wasn't a game that she necessarily wanted to play, but she wanted to help out a friend who was this researcher who needed help researching and studying the animals in the game of Bane. So she decides to upload one day, and the adventure goes from there. She ends up meeting a really amazing orc character named Lucinda, and they become like sisters. And Lucinda and Tully go on grand adventures, and then many years later they get out of the blue this request for help, and it turns into so much more.
So the book itself is basically it's a rescue mission in space, but it also has a lot of Seven Samurai and samurai movie inspirations. That was one of the big things that like we bonded over and that we wanted to have in the story. And yes, Gorge is the best character.
Orc character. He said orc character.
He is the best character.
I don't know. You'll have to wait and find out about Lucinda, because Lucinda is up there. She might become your new favorite too.
Like one of the cool aspects about Stardivers is that the minor, I guess these are minor spoilers, not really spoilers, but at first everybody thinks that it's a VR book. It is absolutely not a VR book. One of the twists, one of the things the characters go through is that they, along their journey, they discover that this world, this far future world, is absolutely real, and that as they've been uploading their consciousness into pods in our time, they have actually been living these lives in the future. And by the time at the time of Total Protectors, basically everything that could go wrong has gone wrong.
Yeah, and like because of all of the tragedy that Tali has faced, she has grown as a person, but she also has to figure out finding happiness with people other than just her friends and family. So
yeah, a huge theme in the books has always been about building connections and building family. And even though the first book was very much about Breck going out for revenge against the skull-faced man, it's always been about finding a place where you belong and growing as a person.
I hope y'all enjoy it.
We are shooting for next year. We're hoping March, April.
Yeah.
Around that time for the first book. And then, like I said, I've also got Dungeon Valkyrie, which is a brand new series, a brand new serial that I'm going to start posting on Royal Road. It is a post-apocalyptic Norse cultivation book series that follows a young woman named Araya, and it takes place 11 years after what is basically an ether apocalypse. And she finds herself in a dungeon. And yeah, definitely more to come. Right now, I've got probably roughly 150,000 words written. So first book is going to be thick. But that'll be going on my Patreon first, then Royal Road in November. I've already written a couple of short stories set in that universe that are available on my Patreon. Yeah, it's going to be chunky. I'm hoping that the first book will be somewhere around 200 to 300,000 words. And then just keep going from there. I've outlined like 300 chapters.
Oh, yeah.
So I know where it starts. I know where it ends. I know a lot of what happens in between, but for the most part, it's like driving down a dark road with the high beams on.
Yeah.
You never know what's going to run out in front of you. And yes, there will be monsters, lots and lots of monsters. Patreon link, I will drop that in the comments after we are done. And let's see. And back to Stardivers, I have some really, really exciting news. I have broken Richie. Richie will be taking over the narration for Contingency, Cold Zone, and Mercy of the Wind. They are all going to be coming out next year. And we are also going to be doing some short stories that we will be releasing for free this winter. That's how you do it here in Tennessee too.
Yeah.
We'll be releasing some short stories this winter, starting with Winter Festival, Burst in Bloom, and Unbound. And they will be all free. They will be like a reintroduction for people who may not have heard of the Stardiver series to get more acquainted with the characters in the world.
Oh.
I loved meeting you at Dragon Con too, Brian.
Yeah.
Dragon Con was so much fun.
It really was. Well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Richie, that's
You.
you. Richie Stevens will be narrating Stardivers in 2024.
Thank you for that, Geneva.
Hey, that's it. Let's see. I'm also going to be working on remastering, getting some new edits done on Cold Zone and Mercy of the Wind. Both were really thick books, and I've been working a lot with Eloquence as an editor, and she's just amazing. She's one of the best people to work with.
Oh yeah.
She's worked on my stuff. She's worked on some of Tori's stuff. She's worked for a lot of other authors in the lit RPG genre.
She is an amazing, beautiful person.
Yeah.
I love her.
Let's see. I think that about covers everything that I wanted to shout out.
Yeah.
Kaiju Cultivation with Matthew Barbeleur, also coming in 2024. We have just started basically laying down the setting, the world building. We're having a really good time with it.
I'm excited. I'm really excited.
A lot of people that know me know I absolutely love monsters, monster designs, giant kaiju everywhere. My reader group is called Club Kaiju.
Yeah.
Club Kaiju is actually a club, a place that's in the Stardivers books, so that's where that came from.
Yeah, and that's a public forum, so if, like, guys want to come in and post stuff, that's fine. Come on in.
Yeah. Pop Smoke, yes. I have a lot of ideas of how to continue the series. You may not see the brothers anymore, but we will be revisiting Pop Smoke in 2024 as well. And it's going to be a good time.
Oh, yeah.
For those that don't know, Pop Smoke is a standalone. It was originally written for the Inkfort Derby. I wrote it originally under the name G.A. Mullins, per the Derby rules. And then once the Derby was over, I republished it as a standalone. It was a really fun book to work on. It's basically about two brothers it's 200 years after a system-wide apocalypse, and humanity have kind of become the spec ops for an alien system, an alien conglomerate called the Aggregate. And these two brothers are pilots, and they're the absolute best at what they do. But something happens along the way that kind of divides them. And a couple of years pass, and the book itself switches point of views from one brother to the other. I'm hoping to have a dual narration audiobook released in 2024. Still working on the details, but should hear something about that really soon, come November. Yes, it is a fun read. It is still fun for me to read.
Oh yeah.
Just because it has everything that you could want from like sci-fi, tech. It is basically Top Gun meets a lit RPG apocalypse.
Yeah. That's a good description. And that's coming from somebody who didn't particularly enjoy Top Gun. So
let's see. A lot of you know that I also do typography. I do graphic design. Recently, shout out to David Bushman. He gave me the honor of redesigning his covers, and that was an absolute blast. Let's see. What else should we talk about?
we got 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Any last minute questions, guys? Okay, so 2024, expect more Stardivers. Expect a new series, Dungeon Valkyrie. Expect World War Dungeon. Expect Kaiju Cultivation. Expect more Pop Smoke. And lastly, Station Company Core 3 next year with Jeffrey Falcon Logue, as well as a new series set in Stardivers, Total Protectors, and most likely a few more secrets that I'm still holding close to the chest.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Baldur's Gate. It's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be.
See, it's not so hard for me. It's just like staring at the small text for so long. Like I could play for 2-3 hours and I have to get off because my eyes hurt from staring at the small text.
My ADHD, I don't have as much patience as I thought I did. So doing the whole turn-based thing, I love it. I absolutely love it, but it is a little bit of a struggle because I just want to kind of go in there and
he wants to hack and slash. It's more of a Tori game because she likes being able to make decisions and plan out everything. That's kind of more of my game. That's why I think Dragon Age was so appealing to me. And now I'm just like, yes, I want to play this all the time. And it's like, okay, I have to slow down because I'm older now and I can't just sit and read.
See, they got us talking about video games now. Now we could talk forever.
We could.
About Monster Hunter, Spider-Man. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So like,
definitely, man. I love you too. Can't wait for Dragon Con next year, or hopefully some of us meeting up before then. You know, we'll see what the tide brings in.
Love you too, Grayson.
Love you, man. Let's see. Writer's Retreat. Yes.
Love you too,
Space Coast. Let's see, what else could we talk
All right.
about? Okay, time's up.
Yeah.
All right.
It was great talking, y'all.
Thank you, Geneva, for having us on here. With my manic depression, it's sometimes hard for me to actually be on video, but thank you guys. Thank you, this community, for all your support and continuing to lift each other up.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
Bye.